Greetings. I'm still welcome to a very dark Northampton. It's got a little bit light off. I could turn off the big light. I've still got my little light on because it's not very good. Anyway, today's marathon day and we've got another request today. And this is for Mythos, a band from Germany formed in Berlin, well, in 1969 by Stefan Kaas, Harold Weissu, I think that's how you pronounce his name, and Thomas Hildebrand. 3 school friends, all doing their sort of A-level type things, what they did in Germany, and they were self-taught musicians and influenced by the likes of Pink Floyd, Ashra Temple and Hawkwind. So they had a bit of space rock, a bit of kraut rock and psychedelic rock. They made a few albums, and then Harold and Thomas left Stefan, who carried on as a solo project but went under the name of Mythos, and it was more electronic, ambient. So I've included all the albums, including the ambient albums. So there's 16 albums. Now I have heard of Mythos, but not the sort of Stefan Kaas meditation type albums. So we'll crack on. So coming in at number 16 from 1981, we have an album called Grand Prix, and this is just Stefan. He plays the synthesizers and vocals and vocoders and flutes and saxophones. So the first track is called Grand Prix. It's I do find this track very amateurish. Sounds like it's been done again on a little Casio. It's not the best track on the album. Then we have a track called Transamsonica. Now I quite like this. It's the best track on the album. I like the flutes. The flute work on this is fabulous. It really gives it a bit of authenticity. Okay, then we have a Transatlantic Non-Stop. Very cheesy, very 80s commercial sounding, but there are some nice little bits of flute on it again. Then we've got Video. This isn't too bad. It's got quirky little keyboard runs in. I don't mind that one. Jet Set. Now this sounds like it's come out of Super Mario computer game of the time. It's alright. Then we have Bermuda Direct. Again, it just sounds like it's been programmed on a kiddie's Casio. Robot Secret Agents. Oh dear, this is pretty painful. it's very dear. Then the last track, Mayday. It's got a robotic voice on it. It doesn't sound very good. I just found this album a little bit, I don't know if the budget was £3.50 and he had only got a cheap Casio to play with, but it's not the best album, so I'm going to give that an RTO ranking of 1 out of 10. Okay, coming in at number 15 from 1980, we have Quasar. It's Stefan again. So first track is called Quasar. I love the little keyboards and flutes on this. It's an absolutely wonderful little track. I like that quite a lot. Nurse Robot comes next. It's a little bit simple, basic, but quirky. Fluty Quenza the Night. This is split into 3 little pieces. It's 4 little pieces. They've got Jules. There's some nice guitar on here. Pretty bass. That's Jules. Lamentation is quite eerie, and it's got ear-piecing sound on it that drives you bananas. Conjuration. It's very backwards and all over the place. Rebirth. It's not that brilliant either. Then Flute E-Sizer. I wouldn't say it's the best thing on the album. It's not as good as Flute E Quenza. But the best thing on here is a little thing didn't notice, didn't mind. It's got a lovely flute piece on it, which is the best bit of that. Nothing But Your Dream. It's not too bad. It's listenable. Just a part, a little bit disjointed. The lead synthesizer is quite irritable as well. It's too high pitched. When the show's just begun, very cheap equipment. As I say, again, he was probably on a shoestring budget. This album is a little bit better than Grand Prix, but not much. So I'm going to give this one an RTO ranking of 3 out of 10. Okay, coming in at number 14, this is one from 2002, and it's Stefan again, and it's the Modern Electronic Kamasutra. This is a real sort of ambient album, and the first track is called Climax Ultra. It's a 7-minute track. It's really ambient. There's not much going on. It's all right if you want to relax and sit there and legs crossed and going like that. Wonderful. But to listen to as a track now, it loses itself in the middle as well. Then we have a little track called Love Your Rhythm. A little bit repetitive. It's the same sort of thing. It's all, yeah, sort of stuff. A Tribal Affair. Very repetitive again. You get a little ting-tong here and a pong there. Yeah. Total Passion. Now this is alright. This is a cross between Vangelis and Tangerine Dream. And it's quite good. Then we got Hymno Sutra. The tribal drumming's really good on it. It's got like this tribal drumming sound. The middle bit in them is a bit repetitive. It seems to be on this. Sounds like a record stuck. Then we have Un Désir Ardent. 4 minutes of repetitive, and the rest is just chimes and thing. But the best track on here is a thing called Pagode d'Amour. I like the structure. It's got a nice flow. It's got this ambient feel to it, and there's some nice little tones on the keyboards. A better track. And the last track is Hita Sutra. It's like a loop that seems to just go round and round for 6 minutes. Now, this album has got some nice pieces on. Could have been a bit shorter on some of the tracks, yes. Because even the ones that repeat themselves, the bit that keeps repeating is quite good, but after a certain time you get bored with it. So I'm going to give that one an RTO ranking of 5 out of 10. Okay, coming in at number 13 from 1994, we've got Sound of Silence. Again, it's just Stefan. And the first track is called Stalactite Galatite. It's a 12-minute track. There's lots of dripping water, and it just makes you want to go to the toilet. Yes, it's irritating. Didn't like it at all. Along the legendary Silk Road. It's got a real oriental feel to it. It's just too long. It seems to fizzle out. Then we got Scottish Highland Golf Hole in One. I like that. It's dull. It's 9 minutes of nothing. And even Round the Fire, lots of sequencing. There's no melody to it, but it has got something about it that is eerie. Deep Dive. Very good piece this is. There's lots of sound and water effects, but there's a bit of a tune going on here, and it does go in different stages, so it's not too bad. Probably one of the better tracks. I mean, as a meditation album, I think it's very good, but as a listening album, no. So I didn't dislike it. I just thought it was too long, but there are some good points on this. I'm going to give this one an RTO ranking of 5.5. Okay, number 12, we go to 1988 and Le Printemps Mystique. The first track is the title track, Le Printemps Irresistible. It's called Irresistible. Sorry, I'm struggling with my mouth again today. I really like this though. It's a bit quirky. It's got a nice bass to it, the tones, and it keeps you interested. Glacier Caves comes next. I like the phasing at the beginning of this. There's some real nice synthesizer phasing. I love it's not too bad. Pyramidation, pleasant enough. It gets a little bit tongue-tied in the middle, but no vocals. It just seems to get knotted up and then it comes out. Then we have a Primavera Antarctica. It's just too long. It's a one note, no variation. Right, let's see if we can pronounce this right. Tilahula hula hidiu diada. Yeah, so shall I say it's Tyla hula hua hidiua. Quirky though. I don't mind this, it's not too bad. Then we have Adventure. Favourite track on here. It's got a sort of a medieval twist with a modern sound. It's got some lovely textures on it. I don't mind that one at all. Springtime in Bali. I love this. It's got a vocoder on it, harmonising vocal sounds, very much like Enya. So yeah, I like that one. Then we got Coral Sea Spring. Pretty decent again. Lots of textures. Doesn't keep on the same note. It sort of moves and various, and there's lots of tones on that one. And that was the last track. And yeah, this one's quite a nice little album. It's got a little bit more in variation on it. So I'm going to give that an RTO ranking of 5.6. Okay, number 11 from 2013, Surround Sound Evolution. Again, this is all Stefan at the moment. So the first track is the title, so it's like the sort of title track. It's called Surround Sound Passion. A quirky little piece, lots of little phases going on, and some nice quirky keyboard. Roots and Rocks is nice. There's a lovely little bit of backing on here. It's got this sort of thing, and then a phasing as well. It really does work nicely. Then we have Mythos. Good structure. The drum machine sounds good. It's got nice and little ambience pieces in there. Nice track. Then my favourite on here is a thing called Heart of the Action. It's got very qualities of Vangelis on this. It's got nice little phases, like little keyboard solos. It's quite good. Then we have a track called Jimba Itia. Could have been cut down a couple of minutes because it sort of repeats itself, but on the whole it's a pretty decent track. Then we have Printemps Mythos. Different layers of sound and tones on the keyboards. It really does make a nice track. Filter Sequence with wah flute. I like the phasing on this. So you got a fluty sort of sound. It really is good. Then we get Free Panda Part 1, Caged. Not much of a melody to it. It's sort of more of a lead into the second part, the Liberation, which is okay. Then there's a bit in the middle that sort of repeats itself. Then we got Mythos Space. It's just boring. It's just got no variation. It's just like a one note thing. It's 8 minutes of that and it's not very good. And then we have Das Zika. My German's not very good. It's quite dancey, which is not very good. And then we have Fukushima Sea. Lots of noises and it's lots of whale sounds on it. Okay, this album does start really strong, but towards the ends it sort of fizzles away. So I'm going to give that an RTO ranking of 6 out of 10. Okay, coming in at number 10 from 2000, we have Emerald Summer, another Stefan album track. And the first track is my favourite track. It's called Hot Day Tip. I love how you get these long lingering notes and it sort of cross cuts into another piece. It is really good. It sounds fantastic under the headphones as well. Then we have Transatlantis, ambient, relaxing. It feels very relaxing. Really enjoyed that track. Then we have Media Oriental. It's not too bad. And once again, you get this sort of bit in the middle that sort of repeats itself. But it has got a sort of Chinese sort of feel to it. It's quite good. Speed Skiing Summer. The bells, it's got some wonderful bells on here. I think without them bells it would be a little bit more repetitive, but with them bell it just does give it a little bit more structure. Refreshing Thunderstorm, second favourite track on here. It gives you a lovely feel of freshness after a thunderstorm. You that sort of fresh smell you get. Stefan's recreated that on a song, and it works very good. Shadow Chasing is a little bit disjointed, doesn't flow very well. Leisure Without Pressure. It's one of them tracks that's got lots of voices and crisp keyboards. It does work. Souvenir Mystique. It's a little bit too long. There's sort of segments could have been shortened, and I think you could have got an even better song if this was about 5 minutes. But the structure is really good. I don't mind that. Last track on the album as well. It's a pretty good album. It's got some really nice sequencings on it. Could have compressed some of the tracks, but on the whole, solid. So I'm going to give that an RTO ranking of 6.2. Okay, number 9, again from the year 2000, we have Feuillage, Stefan again. So you've got this track called Printemps Mystique. Lovely bells on this. I love tracks with bells on it. It really is good. Harvest. A lot of percussion programming, which really adds depth. It really is good. And you've got the lovely little phases coming in and out of that. Hallucination. It reminds me of listening to Vangelis. It's got lots of lead synthesizers and very, very good. Then we have Thanksgiving. I like the bass synth on this. Really does give it a little bit of beef. And then there's a bit halfway through that sounds like a clarinet. Really good track. Then we got the title track, Feuillage. Lovely swirls in this of keyboard sounds. Really good. Then we got Siam, another ambient Far East sort of sound. Really like that. Then we got Arc and Senile. Another nice track, ambient. It's got a nice flow to it. It is very, very relaxing as well. Erica. I think the end bit is too long, but on the whole, it's a nice little tune. And another good album. I like it's got the mystique and cultural ode for tones on this album. So I'm going to give that one an RTO ranking of 6.3. Okay, coming in at number 8 from 2008 is Surround Sound Defense, and basically all the tracks are just SSO. So number 1, I like the little voice synthesizer at the beginning. It doesn't make any sense, but it's okay. SS2, the voice synthesizers really works on here. It's taken voices and created this sort of keyboard sound with them. I love the percussion on this. SSO3, I'm not a great lover of this one. It's a little bit disjointed. It doesn't flow as good as the others. SSO4, it's very sort of Ethnicolor, Jean-Michel Jarre with them voices. Excellent little track. SSO5, it's got a bit of a jazz feel to this, and the voice sort of tones on it are really good. And then number 6, very weird. It sounds like a girl's voice has been used, and it just doesn't click in there. But my favourite bit is number 7. It's got bells, it's got the voices. It really doesn't. It feels like someone's ringing bells on that. Number 8, halfway through this, it changes tempo. It's really good, and I love the voice synthesizers on it. Number 9, it's got a cheesy sort of high pitched keyboard in it, which doesn't send your teeth around. Number 10, I like this. This is one of these that speeds up as it's going along, but it doesn't feel forced. It's naturally speeding up the drum beat, and I like this sort of lovely sort of plinky sound on it. Number 11, the last bit, This is the worst bit. It's muffled. It's got nothing structure. I do like this album. I think it does remind me of Zuluk album that Jean-Michel Jarre done, creating sounds with people's voices. So I'm going to give that an RTO ranking of 6.5. Okay, coming in at number 7 from 2004, The Dramatic Stories of Edgar Poe. Now, this is all round Edgar Poe, and it's sort of inspired by this. A 2-disc, and the first one is called The Unparalleled Vengeance of Hans Pfaall, or Pfaall. Super bit of music. It's dramatic and fills you with joy at the same time. The Journal of Julius Rodman starts off with a sort of classical music, and it moves into futuristic sounds and dancing. Oh, it's quite clever how he's done that one. The Domain of Arnhem. Sounds like a string quartet playing on this. It's lovely phasing, and then the modern sound comes in. Very, very good. The Pit and the Pendulum, a really good track. It's got the dramatics. If you know about the Pit and the Pendulum, it's got that feel to it. It's really good. Second favourite track on the album. The Narrative of A.J. Pym of Nantucket. I love this. I love how it slows down. It becomes this dramatic sounding sort of orchestral thing. Brilliant little track. Landscape Garden is quite melodic. It's a little bit too long, but I do like that. Murders in the Rue Morgue. It's got that evil feel to it. Like going down the dark alleyways, and it is dramatic. I do like that. The Island of Fae. Although this is 10 minutes long, it goes through different phases. It's got roughness, it's got joyful, it's got dramatic, all wrapped into one. It really is strong. So we'll move on to disc 2, and that starts off with The Power of Words. Oh, excuse me. So I like how this sort of starts gentle, and then it gets a little bit beefy in the middle. The sound's good. I think the drumming is really good on this as well. It's a drum machine, but it sounds really good. Mystification comes now. It's lovely. I love the use of the voices again. It gives it a daunting sort of feel. But the favourite piece on here is Never Bet the Devil Your Head. It's theatrical. It's grandeur. There's lots going on, but it's perfectly put together. And extravaganza. I love the beat on this. The voices come in. It's really good. It's a nice little piece. Tales of Ratio Carnation. The lead synth is wonderful, and the backing, it's got a splash of grandeur to it all. It really is. The Stylus, brilliant song. Halfway through, the keyboard runs are wonderful. It sounds so good under the headphones because it sort of goes between your ears. Wonderful. The Longfellow War, very melodic, lovely tones on this. And then we got EPA Forever. It's got that sort of retrospective, and it's a little sort of, I think it's the little tribute piece to Edgar Allan Poe. I like this album. I think Stefan's really captured Edgar Allan Poe's work. There's not a bad track on this for a double album, so I'm going to give it an RTO ranking of 6.6. Okay, coming in at number 6 from 2015, Jules Verne Forever. This is again based on Jules Verne's, and the first track is The Mysterious Island. Phasing sequences. Stefan's really good at this. This is a great track. It's gone away from the meditation music, but to more sort of dramatic, theatrical. The Mighty Orinoco, Mystique. It feels like that you're at this, going along a river with fog and all that. Really is its thing. 800 Leagues on the Amazon. Again, it's got that that sort of water feel. He's expressed it. Really, really good. All Around the Moon. It's got that sort of space ambience with it. He's really gone down the space route, and it's got that sort of thing you might like on Jean-Michel Jarre's Oxygen 1. It's got that sort of feel to it. It's a really super little piece of music. Southern Star Mystery. It's full of, it's soulful, there's phasing. It really is nice. A Drama in the Air. It's dramatic. It's got, you can feel hurt, you can feel angst, you can feel everything. He's really got it down to a T. Off on a Common, the background synthesizer is quite eerie with this comet. It feels like the comet's coming towards you. Very, very good. The Ice Sphinx Adventure. It is too long. It sort of wraps itself up in itself. Doesn't know when to stop. Then we have Jules Verne Forever. Again, it's like a bit of a tribute, I think. The voices are very good. It just adds something to it. But my favourite track is 5 Weeks in a Balloon. It really gives you that sense of floating. The different phases, you've got like an ascent, a descent, and it captures it really well. Great track to end the album. Just like the Alan Edgar Poe, it's sort of, there's no bad tracks on here. It's a very enjoyable album. It sort of captures the writing of Jules Verne in music. So I'm going to give that an RTO ranking of 7 out of 10, sorry. Okay. Coming in at number 5, we've actually got the band now. And it's their first album, Mythos, released in 1972. So you've got Thomas Hildebrand on drums, Stefan Cass on drums, flute, guitars, and Harold Vassalel on bass guitar. So the first track is called Mythos. Brilliant, absolutely stunning track. The drumming from Thomas is great. The bass line from Harold is excellent. I love this track. Oriental Journey comes now. I like the bit of synthesizer on this. The flute's brilliant from Stefan. It makes it an eerie sort of track. Hero's Death comes next. There's a little bit of singing in this, which is a little bit off. Then I wouldn't say they're the best singers, but it's got a brilliant guitar solo on it. It's absolutely full of that sort of proggy myth on that. Then we've got Encyclopedia Terror. It's split into 2 pieces, and part 1, it starts off with some sort of that prog organised chaos. It's hitting the drums and the thing, and it sort of then comes down into this nice soothing track. Pretty good. Part 2 is much better. This is the best bit of this. It's more melodic, some lovely flute on there. It's well constructed. Okay, this album has got some moments of brilliance on here. Very strange as well. But it's a really good album, so I'm going to give that an RTO ranking of 7.3. Okay, coming in at number 4 is another of the Stefan solo versions from 1999, Wintermezzo. So the first track is called Polar Glacier. Dramatic piece. It goes through some really good phases. I like the mystique that runs through it, but it's got a thing like a dramatic piece, and then it feels like there's a little bit where it's sort of melting. It really is good. Then we have the Great Arctic Sea. Fantastic piece of music. It's got a nautical feel about it, and it's got that you can sense the cold even listening to it. He really brings that across. Then we have Aura Dolores Mystica. It's a voice tones. I love how he grabs these voices and turns them into something misty. And I love this sort of sound. It really is. Then we get Husky Trail. My favourite piece. It feels like you're being pulled on a sleigh with huskies. It's got that dramatic. It's got that sort of thing as huskies going across the snow. Lovely keyboards in that. Ice Castle, it's the shortest piece. It's dramatic. It's like if you come round like a corner and this ice castle appears and he's expressed it. Now this is a real super album. I think this is the best thing Stefan did as his sort of solo piece. It's very theatrical. I love listening to this, so I'm going to give this an RTO ranking of 7.5. Okay, coming in at number 3. We're going back to the band now. It was released in 1975 and it is Dreamlab. So Stefan is on synthesizers, flute, drums, guitars. We've got Robbie Luzaga on bass. Mellotron and Hans-Jürgen Putz on drums. So the first track is called Dedicated to Wernher von Braun. Reminds me a little bit of Mike Oldfield's Woodhenge. It's atmospheric, it's got little guitars, very atmospheric. Then we get Message Part 1. It's a bit wall, bit weird, but I love the sounds of the shimmering cymbals on this. Message Part 2 is very sort of Canterbury style singing, prog. Love the flute on this. Excellent track. Expeditions, my favourite track on here. We've got some bongos, which really strange on this sort of album. The guitar, the gentle flute. It's a very chill out track. Excellent. Mythos, very short piece. It's 2 minutes and 12 seconds. It's got some nice guitar on it and the shimmering cymbals again and a little bit of flute. Then we get Dreamlab. Very sort of early Mike Oldfield sound, you know, like on Hergest Ridge and Omidorm. The bit in the middle is lovely. It's got this lovely piece of guitar and flute, and they've got this bass line through it is really good as well. And the last track on here is called Eternity. I must admit they are not the best singers in the world, but they are brilliant musicians. When the singing comes in, it's a bit flat, doesn't spoil it, but you just have to admire it. Pretty good album. Some really nice bits on here, and I like the proggy sound and the sort of futuristic sounds they were using, so I'm going to give this one an RTO ranking of 7.6. Okay, coming in at number 2 from 1979 we have Concrete City. Stefan Kaas on vocals and flute and synthesizer, Sven Duro on guitar and mellotron, Ronnie Schneiser on drums, and Albert P. Scheider on bass. And on one of the tracks we got Lenore Mubara on vocals on Ulysses B. Smart. First track is called Harry Chanceless. I love the mellotron on there. I'm a huge fan of mellotron. Really adds to it. We've got some sweeping keyboards on it as well. Some great drumming on here. It's a very, very good track. Concrete Singing City. Sorry. Again, the singing is a bit naff, but forget the singing. It's all about the music. I love the bass line on them. It's incredible. Some great drumming. Flamenco Boy. I like the use of a bit of sort of electronic drums. I like how it blends into the track. It's got that sort of flamenco style to it as well. Neutron Bomb, my favourite track on here. It's probably one of my favourite tracks by this band. It's very sort of... The synth is good. There's some guitars that come in there as well, and it really is quite a textured track. Then we have Ulysses B. Smart. I love the flute, and I love the operatic vocals from Lenore. Really does add to it. Get a decent singer in it, and it just sounds wonderful. It's a very, very good track. And the last track is Yukon, and again it's dominated by mellotron. It's orchestral as well. The effects are weird, but I just like this, and it feels like you are on the Yukon River. Yeah, this is an album made in '79, but it's got a feel of '72 with the mellotron. It's a pretty decent album. I really enjoy listening to this, so I'm going to give it an RTO ranking of 7.8. But my number one album is from 1978, and it's Strange Guys, and it's Stefan, Sven, Ronnie and Edgar. And the first track is called Aeronaut. I really like this. It's got a proper proggy sound with a great bass line, a silky synthesizer sound. Great opening track. It really fills you with mystique and just wonderful tones. Second track is the title track, Strange Guys. Even though there's probably the best vocals on one of their songs, the drumming and bass on this is just terrific. Really, really strong track. Then we have Mysterious Scene. I love the start of the drumming. The mellotron comes in. It just builds up like a proper prog track. Excellent guitar solo. Not just one of my favourite tracks. Probably one of the best tracks. Power Slide, another fantastic track. Them keyboards, that sounds so good. I love how it keeps going up a notch, up a notch, up a notch on the keyboard. So it's sort of changing key as you're playing the solo. Very, very clever. Then we get Terra Incognita. I love the bass and the drums on this. They are in perfect harmony. I love the phasing of the keyboards on that as well. It's a terrific track. Then we have Backstage Fumble, which has got the best guitar solo on the album. The strong bass line as well. It's just one of those great tracks, and the vocoder comes in. And the guitar solo, it's like a guitar solo but done with a voice. Absolutely stunning. Okay, I think this is probably it's got some of the best guitar work they ever did. The singing performances as well are pretty good on this. It's just a very good album and very underrated. It's just a fabulous album, so I'm going to give this an RTO ranking of 8 out of 10. So there we go, the wonderful catalogue of Mythos. All sorts of different music, you know, meditation, sort of Vangelis-y, Jean-Michel Jarre, prog, bit of jazz. There's all sorts in there, and that they are it's a very good listen, these albums. Even the meditation ones, there's a little bits of things on there that I really like. Okay, that's all for today. It's the weather's not getting any better. I think it's stopped raining for now, but it's still horrible. Anyway, we'll be back tomorrow. We've got a really interesting sophomore dome tomorrow. We've got Jefferson Airplane, Suristic Pillow against Jefferson Starship, Reg Octopus. A little bit different. See which your loyalties are with which band. And also tomorrow it is Pick a Mix, and it's a Wander Down the Sidewalk. So we'll be looking at the top 10 singles for the 18th of September 1971. So have a good day, and we'll see you all tomorrow. Bye for now.